Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the absolute most important tools shaping the world right now. I'm your host, and before we really get going, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our deep dives. Okay, let's just jump right into this. Most people think AI is still just a chatbot that you ask questions to, right? I mean, think about it. You type something in, it types something back, you copy it, and you're done. That's exactly what AI was back in 2023. And honestly, that is what most people still think it is today.
But something changed very quietly in 2026. And if you missed it, well, you're already behind. AI literally stopped waiting for instructions. It started taking action on its own.
Section 1. The shift to AI agents. So here's what that actually looks like in the real world right now. Picture a telecom company in Europe. They no longer have human agents handling 80% of their customer support calls. An AI agent does it, autonomously. There's no manager approving each decision, no human reviewing every single ticket. The AI just picks up the call, understands the problem, digs into the database, solves it, and logs the case, all by itself. Or take a Coca-Cola division in Africa. They're now using AI agents to run their entire supply chain planning cycle. It's automatically scheduling deliveries, adjusting inventory, logging compliance records. That exact process used to take a team of planners an hour and a half of manual work every single day. And an e-commerce company recently cut their customer response times by 60%. Not by hiring faster people, but by entirely eliminating the wait. Guys, this isn't science fiction. This is May 2026. And the name for what's doing all of this? AI agents.
Let's start from the very beginning here, because this term gets thrown around a lot. You've used AI tools before, obviously. You've probably messed around with ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. You type a question, it gives you an answer, right? That is a chatbot. It's reactive. It waits for you, it responds, and then it just stops. An AI agent is completely different. An AI agent is an AI system that actually sets its own sub-goals, makes decisions, and takes actions in the real world, keeping at it until a larger goal is complete. And it does all of that without a human prompting it at every step. Think of it kind of like this. A chatbot is basically like a calculator. You press the buttons, it gives you an answer, and then it waits for the next button. But an AI agent, that's like an employee. You give it a goal, it figures out the steps, does the work, and then just comes back to you when it's done, or if it needs your sign off on something really important.
Here's a super concrete example to put this in perspective. The old way. You open up ChatGPT, you say, hey, write me a cold email to this client. It writes it, you copy it, you open Gmail, you paste it, you hit send. That's 4 steps you had to take while the AI just did 1. Now, the new way with an AI agent. You just tell it, follow up with all the leads who didn't respond this week, write personalized emails based on their last interaction, and send them. That's it. The agent then goes and opens your CRM, reads the lead data, writes 47 completely personalized emails, and sends them out. You did absolutely nothing after giving that initial instruction. That is the massive shift we're talking about here. We've moved from AI as a tool to AI as a worker.
Section 2. How AI agents actually work. So there are basically 4 things every AI agent can do that a regular chatbot just can't. Number 1, it can perceive. It can actually read data from the outside world, emails, websites, databases, spreadsheets, documents. It isn't locked inside a tiny chat window anymore. Number 2, it can plan. When you give it a big goal, it automatically breaks that goal down into smaller, bite-sized steps. It figures out the order and identifies exactly what it needs to find out first. Number 3, it can act. It clicks buttons, fills out forms, sends messages, runs code, searches the web, books appointments. It interacts with software exactly like you or I would. And number 4, it can remember and adjust. This is huge. If something goes wrong mid-task, it doesn't just crash and give up. It adapts. It tries a totally different approach while keeping that bigger goal in mind. This is what makes agents so wildly different from everything that came before them. They aren't just generating text. They are getting things done. Now, here's where the sheer scale of what's happening is really going to hit you. In 2024, less than 5% of enterprise software applications had any kind of AI agent capability built into them. But by the end of 2026, that number is 40% in just 1 year. That's not some gradual adoption curve, that is a landslide. As we speak, 75% of organizations worldwide are actively testing or deploying AI agents. They aren't reading about it. They aren't just planning to. They are actually doing it right now. To put that into perspective, the average company today is running 12 separate AI agents across its operations. And that number? It's expected to reach 20 by 2027. By 2028, AI agents will literally be making 15% of the daily work decisions that humans used to make. Think about that. From 0% in 2024 to 15% in just 4 years. And the market itself? AI agents are expected to contribute between $2.6 and $4.4 trillion in annual value to global businesses. Trillion, with a T. 2026 has officially been called the Year of the AI Agent by analysts across Google, Gartner, McKinsey, and IBM. So this isn't a prediction anymore, folks. It's already happening.
Section 3. Real-world applications today.
Let's make this even more concrete. Here is what AI agents are actually doing today, right now, in 2026, across a bunch of different industries. In customer support, AI agents are handling 80% of routine inquiries autonomously. Order tracking, returns, billing questions, troubleshooting. They access your account, find the issue, and just resolve it without ever involving a human. The human agents who are left, they only handle the really complex escalations now. In sales and marketing, AI agents monitor signals, like say a prospect visits your website, or changes jobs, or posts on LinkedIn. The agent automatically writes a personalized outreach email based on that specific behavior, sends it, waits for response, follows up, and books a meeting. Entire sales sequences are running without a salesperson ever touching them. In manufacturing, an agent monitoring a production line can spot a quality deviation, trace it back to an upstream material issue, adjust the process parameters, alert the engineering team, and log the incident for compliance. All of that happens before a human even notices a problem exists. In finance, they're scanning thousands of transactions in real time to detect fraud patterns, flag anomalies, and execute decisions in actual milliseconds. No human analyst could ever match that speed or scale. For software development, we actually cover Claude Code in a previous explainer. But in 2026, AI coding agents don't just write code when you ask them to. They monitor your entire code base, detect bugs, write fixes, run tests, and submit pull requests for review while you sleep. And in healthcare, AI agents are helping researchers scan literally millions of academic papers, identify patterns in clinical trial data, and surface drug candidates that human researchers would take years to find manually. And again, this is only 2026. We are just at the beginning. Section 4. Chatbots versus AI agents. Honestly, this is the most important thing to understand in this entire explainer. Seriously, if you take away one thing, share this table with anyone who still thinks AI is just ChatGPT. Let's break it down feature by feature. When does it work? Well, a chatbot works when you prompt it. An AI agent works when you give it a broader goal. When does it stop? A chatbot stops the second it replies. An AI agent keeps going until the goal is completely achieved. Can it act? A chatbot? No, it only generates text. An AI agent? Yes, it clicks, it sends, it books, it executes. What about multi-step tasks? A chatbot can't do them. An AI agent can, and it plans those steps entirely by itself. Memory across those steps? Chatbots have none. AI agents actively track their progress. So for example, a chatbot prompt is write me an email. An AI agent command is book all my meetings for next week. This right here is exactly why 2026 feels so different to people who are paying attention. We crossed a major line. AI went from answering questions to actually doing things.
Section 5. What it means for jobs. Okay, so this is the question nobody really wants to ask out loud, but literally everyone is thinking about. Should you be worried about your job? Well, here is the honest answer based on where things actually stand in 2026. AI agents are automating tasks, not entire jobs. At least for now. According to Anthropic's own 2026 Agentic Coding Trends report, developers are using AI for about 60% of their work. But here's the catch. They can only fully hand off between 0 and 20% of tasks entirely to the AI. The rest of it still requires human judgment, creativity, and oversight.
So what is disappearing? Repetitive, rule-based task work. Things like data entry, routine customer emails, standard reporting, first-level support, basic scheduling, and basic research. That stuff is going away. What is not disappearing, yet anyway, is work that requires judgment in ambiguous situations, emotional intelligence, creative direction, ethical decisions, complex problem solving. Basically, the people who are going to be absolutely fine aren't the ones ignoring AI agents. They are the people who learn how to direct them. Think of it this way. The single most valuable skill you can have in 2026 isn't doing the manual work yourself. It's knowing exactly how to give an AI agent the right goal, check its output intelligently, and then take responsibility for the final result. That is a distinctly human skill. For now.
Let's look at where this is heading over the next few years, because the timeline is wild. By 2027, the average company will run 20 AI agents simultaneously. Not one, not 5, 20. By 2028, a full third, 33%, of all enterprise software is going to have AI agents built right in. That's up from less than 1% in 2024. And by 2030, 80% of developers will work alongside AI agents that can independently complete complex coding tasks. I mean, right now, 30% of all customer service interactions globally are already resolved without a single human ever touching them. And surprisingly, the companies moving the fastest on this aren't the giant sluggish corporations. It's mid-sized businesses and startups. They have fewer legacy systems to work around and a whole lot more hunger to cut costs.
Google's cloud division recently called this massive shift the agent leap. It's this turning point where AI moves from just handling individual prompts to actually orchestrating complex end-to-end workflows semi-autonomously. It's almost like having a digital assembly line running inside your business. We aren't just watching AI become smarter anymore. We are literally watching AI become a colleague.
Section 6. Try AI agents for free.
The best part about this? You absolutely do not need some massive enterprise budget to start using AI agents today. Here is exactly what is available to regular people right now at zero cost. First, ChatGPT with operator mode. OpenAI's agent can actually browse the web, click through websites, fill out forms, and complete tasks on your behalf. It's available right now in ChatGPT+. Then there's Claude projects. Anthropic's Claude can maintain memory across multiple conversations, manage long-running tasks, and work within specific defined contexts. It's a huge step toward true agent behavior. Next, Perplexity Deep Research. Perplexity's agent-style research mode can autonomously search hundreds of sources, synthesize all the findings, and spit out a full research report in literally minutes. You also have Google Gemini with extensions. Gemini can hook right into your Gmail, Calendar, Drive, and Maps, and complete tasks across all of them with just one single instruction. Finally, Zapier AI. This connects hundreds of everyday apps and lets you build multi-step automated workflows driven entirely by AI decisions, and you don't need to write a single line of code. The barrier to entry here is lower than it has ever been in history. The only thing standing between you and using this technology is simply knowing that it exists.
So here is where we land with all of this. AI agents are not the future, they are the present. Right now, in May 2026, 3/4 of the world's major organizations are already deploying them. They're handling customer calls, writing sales emails, detecting fraud, writing code, running supply chains, and making decisions autonomously. Most people still think AI is just a chatbot that answers trivia questions, but the people who understand what an AI agent actually is and how to work alongside one, they have an enormous advantage over everyone else right now.
And honestly, that is exactly why this channel exists. If you are new here, The Explainer breaks down the most important tools shaping the world right now, in plain language with no jargon and no fluff. If this explainer helped you understand something that felt a little confusing or overwhelming before, please be sure to like the video and share it with just one person who really needs to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe to The Explainer if you want to stay ahead, not just in AI, but in everything that's changing so fast around us. So, here's a question for you. What will your first AI colleague do for you tomorrow? Think about it. I'll see you in the next one.